So there's sort of a theory going around that Bayek is related to Desmond and things, so we're going to take a look at this. Is Bayek Desmond's ancestor? In this video we shall answer this question for ye. So we're just going to hop straight into it. So first of all, the first thing everybody noticed was the fact that Bayek and Desmond had a very similar scar. Other characters who have this scar include Ezio and Altair as well, who are ancestors to Desmond. Now it is worthy of note that this doesn't immediately mean that they're related, because let's face it, scars aren't genetic and they are caused by injuries, and in Ezio's case we saw him acquire his scar. But that had me thinking, what if it wasn't 100% a scar? Like, obviously it's acquired in a scar way, but what if the area is prone to scarring as a genetic defect, meaning that a scar will more than likely form in that area at some point? Though at the same time, Bayek lived over 2,000 years before Desmond did, makes me think that any real genetic correlation between Bayek and Desmond has probably been diluted beyond any form of importance. Next up we have this email in black flag detailing the Sample 17 project and all the potential bloodlines there. It does mention Egypt and Northern Africa, however only mentioning the 13th century. Obviously Assassin's Creed Origins is set in the 1st century BCE, and there's no other mention of Egypt on there anytime before the 13th century, meaning that there's probably a good chance that that has nothing to do with Bayek. Now, outside of the games and logic, let's think about the game developers. Would they make Bayek an ancestor to Desmond through this hint? Now, obviously the scar has to mean something as far as this is concerned, because people see it as a reference to Desmond, to Altair, to Ezio. So did the developers put this here for a reason? Maybe it's simply a nod to previous Assassin's Creed characters, or maybe it is used to symbolise that relation between Bayek and Desmond being a possibility. Now let's look at why Ezio, Altair and Desmond all had the same scar. It's because up until Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, all three characters had the exact same face model, meaning that the face model for Desmond was the face model for Ezio, and that was the face model for Altair, and they all looked the same. You just have to look close enough. But we only ever saw Ezio get the scar. Why Altair has it and why Desmond has it is unknown. We have no explanation for their scars. The only scar that's properly been explained is Ezio's, because we saw him acquire it. And I'll use this example to prove that the scars that all these protagonists have isn't a genetic thing necessarily straight away, because Ezio acquired it in a fight with Vieri de Pazzi. But obviously the scar has been used to link the characters in Assassin's Creed somehow. So maybe it is a genetic defect that makes that area of the face prone to scarring in that way. Who knows? But even in the time between Ezio and Desmond down the bloodline, that gene would probably have become obsolete through dilution. So as far as the developers are concerned, it could very well be a reference. It could very well be a nod to things. However, I personally don't think that it's anything. Bayek may just simply have a scar in a similar location to Ezio, Desmond and Altair, as a little nod that means nothing else. But they could be related, however, I don't necessarily think so myself. But anyway guys, that's basically it. You're going to have to let me know what you think down in the comment section here. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment, and I'll see you all in the next one with another video. So yeah.